All right, so I think it's time for a little video update. For one, I wanted to say thank you for all the people that have written me messages. I appreciate them. I'm glad I'm reaching the right people. An overarching theme that I have noticed, though, unfortunately, like outside of all of the good messages I've been getting, is that a lot of people could relate to me because of the nervous breakdown I suffered and all the stress that they are experiencing. Single moms going back to school, trying to raise a kid, having to pay for rent and bills, and having a full course load, and probably paying for daycare, and that shit is expensive. You all have my utmost respect for this. And it wasn't even just like people that were a little bit older. A lot of younger people too have been writing me and just saying that they are losing their mind at school because of the course load. And this is something that I didn't know before a professor who had watched me lose my shit during a test tell me, listen, your grades do not reflect what you know. There's something else going on. Have you considered dropping some course load? And I'm like, I can't drop course load. I have to stay full time. Otherwise, I'll lose my financial aid. And he's like, no. So here's my little tip for you that a lot of people unfortunately don't know. You're getting federal financial aid and you think you cannot drop below full-time credit load without losing it. It's called reduced course load or reduced credit load. This means that you can drop below full-time credit without losing your federal financial aid. And I'm not saying this is the case everywhere at every school, but I feel like there has to be some kind of option no matter what college or university you're at. Not only did I get to drop some courses and not lose my financial aid, they also helped me figure out ways so I could get double the test time, because my brain was just not functioning during tests. My brain was basically under the impression that I was in mortal danger. Everything would get blurry. I couldn't focus. I could literally read the words on the test, but it's like that's where it stopped. I could read the words, but my brain wasn't processing the words. I got double time for testing and my grades still just sunk all the way down. Not all the way down, but pretty low. But without that, I probably would have not been able to graduate because I would have dropped below a 2.0 or something. Try to Google it on your university website or just go straight to your financial aid office and ask them if this paperwork exists. If this paperwork exists, then figure out what you need to do to get it signed off. From what I can tell is you need the paperwork signed off by your doctor or your psychiatrist or therapist, nurse practitioner maybe even, that will sign off that you are either close to a nervous breakdown, in the midst of a nervous breakdown, you're having panic attacks, your health is suffering, you need a break from the course load. And I know what you're thinking. I can't drop below the credit load. I can't. It's going to take forever for me to get out of school. Stop. It doesn't matter. If you keep going like this and you have a full-on nervous breakdown like I did and you don't take care of yourself, you're going to get out of school and you will not be able to hold down a job because you can't handle the stress. And that defeats the purpose of what you're trying to do. It's not worth it. Your health has to come first. I know that's easier said than done, especially because it's like you need to do the clubs to get the internships, and then you need the internships to get the job, and you need the grades to get the internships. And it doesn't matter if in the end you are too much of a wreck to hold down a job. Maybe if you're still younger, you have your parents on your ass, excuse my French, that are like, no, you have to graduate in the given time frame. Everything's costing too much. You just go tell them that the tattooed lady on the internet said, no, there's other ways of doing this, with keeping my sanity and keeping my health. Actually don't say that because they're gonna sue the crap out of me. But maybe hint it. You can hint it, maybe. Again, I started school at 32, 33. I don't know, I got out at 36. And I know I got lucky, but it's not impossible. Like, I've had a bunch of people like, oh, I'm 24 and I'm starting out right now. And I'm like, so that's fine, you're 24. That's still... Math is hard. 12 years? Man, I really do suck at math. I like it, but I'm not very good at doing it in my head. But you're still young. You can still do this without ruining your health and your mental health. If you're under that much stress, take a step back and get better. Find the help that you need. You're not alone. This happens to a lot of people. This is unfortunately a reality of engineering school. You need to find ways to manage your stress. So please Get the help that you need. You're not alone. This happens all the time. You don't have to graduate in the prescribed 4 years, or if you're a transfer student, like, you don't have to do this in 2 years. I took extra time just so I could like pick other classes that I like, or like do an extra year, because I knew I could do another internship, and I knew that that is what companies look for. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say for now. Let me know if you need help with any of this. I sat down during my lunch break last week and like Googled a bunch of universities for people that wrote me, and just like, this is where you need to go. This is the paperwork. Go and find it. If they don't listen to you, tell me and I will call them. I will call them in my lunch break, and I'll yell at them. And then I'll say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell, but this person needs help and you need to help them. All right. See ya.